Good evening. I almost said morning. Last day. Last pile. Yay. I've been enjoying this, but it's sometimes when I do something kind of big, kind of gets me in trouble. Oh well. Okay. Lastly. Overall, start over. What will be your most important lesson in the coming year? Important lesson in the coming year. Citrine. Full of riches. Full of riches. Comfrey. What needs mending? Oh. Black snake. Grow your truth. Those are interesting. Let's see. Citrine. Use all the greens. Full of riches. Comfrey. What needs mending? To you. Citrine. Full of riches. Citrine has no patience for navel gazing and narcissism. There's a whole world out there. Citrine admonishes, guiding. There's a whole world out there. Citrine admonishes, guiding your attention to the abundance around you. Tune outward. Citrine reminds, watching as you haltingly move your gaze from your own troubles to the tiny leaves unfurling on the oak tree's branches. Citrine knows it can be tough to turn your ear to the whisper of crow wings, cutting the afternoon's stillness when you're used to listening to your own internal monologues and self-deprecating harangues. But citrine is persistent in pushing you beyond yourself, nodding sagely. Move beyond myself. Nodding sagely as you slowly slip out of self-absorption and into the stillness of contentment. The world is full of riches, citrine affirms, and in that abundance you'll find joy. Let's tune outward. Next, comfrey. Comfrey, what needs mending? Comfrey loves to mend. Skin, bones, soil, there's so much to do. She dives deep, magicking molecules, rebuilding broken chains, restacking cells into tissue and tissue into muscle. This is joyous work for Comfrey. So she tends to work quickly, sometimes too quickly. Her boldness can border on recklessness, and in her mad scientist exuberance, she can get ahead of herself and forget first steps. Comfrey is a reminder to work systematically, starting with the deepest layers and working your way out. Even creative endeavors need to be built on a solid foundation. If comfrey appears, ask what needs mending, and then pause to assess and plan before diving in. Systematic work. Okay. The beastie black snake. Grow your truth. Many moons ago, in a garden far away, a snake slid up to Eve and said, "You have a choice." Choice. While free will isn't evil, it is complex. It requires each of us to define our own moral center and know what we stand for. Without this knowledge, it's easy to steer off course or be misled by smooth talkers and slick ideas. We grow when we see through the rhetoric and acknowledge our own truth. Each true choice expands you. Each true choice expands you until, as you outgrow who you used to be, your past begins to bind and itch. Black Snake slides in to remind you that growth requires release. She says, let go of what no longer serves you. So you no longer serves, so you can continue to expand into your truest self choice. Shed. That. Which no longer works. Why did I want to put me in that? I can do weird things like that sometimes. Okay. Nurture abundance. Back to citrine. Folklore suggests keeping citrine in your cash box to call in wealth, but the wealth citrine brings are riches of the mystic, the feeling of being satisfied and replete with life. The best place to begin nurturing abundance and attracting more is with gratitude. Practicing gratitude causes a positivity chain reaction by increasing production of the feel-good chemical dopamine. Dopamine in turn increases your level of happiness. Need a drink. Creating a positive feedback loop. Bonus, dopamine turns on the learning centers in your brain. So happier equals smarter. As you move through your day, whenever you stop at a crosswalk or stoplight, use the pause to reflect. Pause. Okay, let's see if I can finish this. As you move through your day, stop whenever you stop at a crosswalk or stoplight. Pause to reflect on the previous few minutes and notice what you are grateful for. Nurture abundance. Citrine helps us let it in. Citrine helps us to connect with the abundance of the material realm. Since we live in physical material bodies, citrine can help us to define our own physical realm, what we call our personal space. Once you define your personal space, you can begin to monitor which energies you allow in. Do you open the door for Citrine's gift of abundance, or do you push against the richness, joy, and contentment that citrine can bring? Natural citrine is rare. Some citrine sold on the market is actually heat-treated amethyst, recognizable by the way its orangey yellow color darkens at the tips of the terminations. Oh, I haven't. So that one, interesting. Okay. Huh. These are citrine. Are these? Are those just yellowy? I don't know. That's citrine rocks. Interesting. Breaking apart. The flip side of mending is breaking. We are trained to appear strong and often feel guilt or shame when we break. But unmaking is as much a part of the cycle as making. Unmaking. And breaking can be incredibly liberating. Yeah. If you've swung a sledgehammer during a home renovation project or whatever, she just says project. You know this is true. Find something you can safely smash, hurl, stomp, or pummel. Do it. Allow yourself to scream, or at least grunt loudly. Nothing like that in your house. Beat up your bed with a pillow. What you're going for is the moment when your mind stops chattering and you simply release. Dissolution. It's easier to break something than it is to repair it, and yet there's a rare release in breaking, in dissolution, that we seldom let ourselves feel. Think of the caterpillar that turns into DNA soup during its time in the cocoon so it can emerge as a butterfly. What if you knew without a doubt that you could break and be remade? What if you could find joy in the breaking? What possibilities might this open up in you? When real metamorphosis has begun, we run into a welter of dissolving experiences. We may feel that everything is falling apart. That we are losing everyone and everything. Dissolving feels like death, because it is. It's the demise of the person you've been. And we're going to leave that one as... Oh, whoops, I put that in the wrong place. Making... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm not lighting something, I'm opening something. Okay. What else does the black snake have to say? Shed your skin. In order for black snake to grow, she must shed her skin. Unlike human skin, snake skin isn't stretchy enough to allow her to expand. So a few times a year, snake will shed. During those times, a film protects her eyes, leaving her temporarily blind and vulnerable. Vulnerability. Shedding. Growth and change often make us feel this way too. Like snake, you may need to nest when you're shedding. You may feel metamorphically blind and unable to make smart decisions. Allow yourself space to feel into your new skin. Space. We humans initiate change with a mental shift. Ritualizing this shift allows us to move from the realm of pure thought and into the realm of the physical. When you begin to feel like you're outgrowing your current skin, bring a few cups of sea salt or a yummy bath scrub with you into the shower as you scrub your skin, sloughing off old cells. Think about what you need to release. Picture it being loosened by the salt so it can slide down the drain. Imagine what no longer serves you being washed away. After Snake slides free of her constricting scales, she continues to expand until her outer casting chafes and she begins the process again. snake medicine. The rod of Acephalus, Greek god of healing, is a snake twining up a staff. In Hindu tradition, Kundalini energy, the raw power of creation, is symbolized by a snake moving up the spine and through the chakras. In the mountains of the Andes, the anaconda represents the powerful life force of the physical world and the element of earth. Yet snake is one of our oldest monsters. She can move silently, and her bite can kill. She is thought to be sly and deceitful, slippery and duplicitous. Her forked tongue, where'd that go? Her forked tongue, an indication that she may be two-faced. How can snake hold both healing and harm? This rich fullness is snake's special magic. Her medicine is ancient, complex, and in many ways foundational because it represents a vast range of experiences and possibility. What if snake's forked tongue is not a sign of duplicity, but instead indicates an ability to speak and to know multiple truths simultaneously? What if snake's secret is that nothing is as cut and dried as we would like it to be, but that multiple realities exist at once until the moment you choose, and your choice creates the reality to come? Can you see many sides of a situation, giving each its due before making a decision? What are all the sides? I may have to answer that one in a separate. Let's see, you know what? Let's just do this.